here, and today I thought I'd bring you another review of a bunch of stuff I got. So, yesterday I went to this thrift shop that I live around called 2 Times New, because usually I go there to get loose action figures for customs and stuff. Either that or find anything I could just add to my little collection. And while I was there, I got 5 figures. So today I'm going to be going through them from what I thought was kind of the worst to what I thought was the best. So first up is this Dr. Doom figure, I think. I'm not sure, because I think it's from the movie, but this figure is kind of terrible. So, and like, yeah, let's just start with the head. So the head isn't actually connected to anything. It kind of looks like it, but comes off pretty easily, and you can see that there is no joint holding the head in. The head is just a hollow mask, and that's it. So yeah, that's weird. For the rest of the body, it's okay. Like, it definitely looks pretty good, but the cloak is ripped all around, and it's just not in very good shape. And I get why that is, since I did get this from a thrift store, but still. For the articulation, it's not much better either. Like I said, there's no joint for the head, so I can't really swivel it. For the arms, it can only go forward. It has a forearm swivel. I can't really call that a bicep swivel. Elbow joint, wrist swivel, and finger hinge. But for the other arm, it can't even go that far either way. It doesn't even stay up when I bend it. Can't really swivel. The only thing that really works on this is the finger hinge. For the waist, it can't move either. The legs are pretty good. They can go that far out to the side. This. Have a thigh swivel. Double jointed knees. And for the feet, can swivel. It doesn't really have much of anything else. I do have to say, I do like how, like, his armor looks, because it does look pretty banged up, which I like. And another feature about this figure, if I can get it to work, is that it has a light up feature. So both the hand, which is a translucent blue, and the head can light up. You can see that. Let me show you the hand. Yeah, see? It can light up. But still, it's not that good of a figure. I might just use it for parts. So next up, I got a Human Torch figure. I don't know where this Human Torch is from. I think it's from one of the movies. But it's definitely not bad. But like, the one thing that puts him lower for me is he's actually missing a hand or fingers. So yeah, I was thinking I might just replace them with this guy's fingers, because I might just use this for a custom down the line. But yeah, he doesn't come with a set of fingers. But the figure isn't that bad. It does look pretty nice, since he is supposed to be on fire. And if you can see, you can see all the joints inside of it. It's right there. So that's pretty cool. And I did take off some of the fire effects. But for articulation, his head can go side to side and up and down, kind of. His arms can go that far out, which isn't that much. It can go forward and back, pretty much all the way around. He has a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, a wrist swivel. Let me just move to the other hand to show you. A hinge there, and finger articulation. He has a ab crunch that go that far forward, that far back, waist swivel. His legs can go that far out, that far back. They can go out to the side pretty well. He has a thigh swivel, double jointed knees, a boot cut, ankle rocker, and toe articulation. Not much. So next up is this guy. I don't really know where he's from, but like I don't know what character he is, but if you can see on the back, it does say DC Comics. So yeah, if you know who this guy is, please tell me in the comments. But yeah, I actually had an idea for a custom with this guy. I'm actually going to be turning him into Phoenix Wright from Ace Attorney, because he does have, I think it can work. All I really need to do is sculpt on the jacket Phoenix has and modify the face a little, because for the most part he's pretty good. Articulation, his head can go side to side, doesn't have much up and down. His arms can go that far out. He has a bicep swivel, single jointed elbows, and a wrist swivel. He has an ab crunch that can go that far forward and that far back, which makes him look weird. Waist swivel. His legs can go that far forward. Has a thigh swivel there. Double jointed. I keep saying double jointed. Sorry. Single jointed knees. And not much of a ankle rocker. Does work better on this foot though. So next up, which I was really glad I found, is a McFarlane Marvel Legends SpiderMan, which is also the black variant. So at first I didn't even know which Spider-Man this was, because unless you're someone like Shartimus Prime or Anthony's Customs, you're not gonna know your Spider-Man figures all too well. But after doing some research, well, more like looking it up on Google, I found out that this was the McFarlane Spider-Man. So yeah, I'm actually really glad I found this one. So for how he looks, it's pretty good. The only thing that's kind of bothering me is that there are a few paint chips on the front and back, and his mask is losing all the black paint around his little eye mask thing. Then the white on the eyes is not that good either. But yeah, it's pretty good. For articulation, since this is Marvel Legends, probably an older one, they can go that far up. His arms can go out to the side pretty well. There's a bicep swivel, double jointed knee, elbows, tip. More of a glove swivel more than a wrist. His hands could, his hands have a hinge there, and he does have finger articulation, all of them except for the thumb. But yeah, yep. He has an ab crunch that can go pretty far in and pretty far back. Has a waist swivel. His legs can go out pretty far. They can't really go back. They can go out to the side pretty well. Of its thigh swivel, double jointed elbows, a boot cut, ankle rocker, and toe articulation. Oh, and another thing about this that my mom actually noticed was that when I first got it at the thrift store, his legs were really loose. Like, the only reason they're not is because I put super glue on them so they can be sturdy. But when I first got it, they were all over the place. He could not stand up for anything. But I was able to fix it. So if you're wondering why the legs look weird or dirty, that's why. And for a little bit of a comparison to this Spider-Man, if I can sit him down. Here he is. Here he is standing next to my Marvel Legends Pizza Spider-Man. You can see that they definitely look different, but I still do like how this one looks. No, I'm honestly not sure if I should turn this one into a custom or if I should just patch him up and fix him, because this is a really cool figure. So yeah, I'll be debating on that one. But this is pretty good. Now for the biggest figure I got, which I'll have to raise this up for. Up. Hold on a sec. There we go. So I got a Marvel Legends Hulk gray variant. I'm really glad I found this. So yeah, this is Gray Hulk, or as most people probably call him, Joe Fixit. And I think this is one of the first Hulks that were made. So again, I'm not sure if I should turn this one into a custom or just keep it. I will definitely be fixing him up, because question about this guy. Did he always have like these gray, or my bad, black marks around his face? Because I don't think those should be there. You can see he definitely is kind of dirty, but it's not bad. So yeah, this guy's pretty big. If I stand him up next to my McFarlane Spider-Man, see, he definitely towers over him. He can just look down like, So yeah, it's pretty big. I've always wanted a Marvel Legend Hulk, like especially, I think it was, no, not the Face Off. I can't remember right now, but yeah, I've always wanted a Marvel Legends Hulk. I'm glad I got one, even if it probably will be for custom. I do like how he looks a lot like Frankenstein, or even Dr. Hyde and Jekyll. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Sorry. I always get those confused. But yeah, for articulation, his head can go down pretty far, and up pretty far. His neck can only go up at like an angle. It's not bad since he is a pretty big guy. His arms can go up pretty far, actually. Has a bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, but I don't know why it's like so limited on this part. But on his other arm, it's pretty good. Has a wrist swivel, a wrist hinge. His fingers are articulated. You can see there. Sorry if my hand's in the way. Hey, what's up everybody? I'm back again, and today I have an update on my previous costume, which is Midoriya's new costume, or costume Gamma, from My Hero Academia. So, when I first started making my custom Midoriya figure, I did want to make the costume Gamma Midoriya first, but I decided to go with costume Meta, or just his second costume. But after a while, and seeing that the costume had finally appeared in the anime, I decided to make this one. And there's not a lot of changes to the overall figure, but if you see the costume,